Welcome to everybody watching the VOD.
ちょっと待ってください。
What's up, Ice? Welcome. I will do my best. I will do my very, very, very best. Wow, this cord gets so wrapped up for some reason. I'm not sure how. I love those benches. Right as you shut down. Is that a good thing? What am I doing? Well, I haven't had any world record paces into the end game, but I had many PB paces into the end game yesterday, and I choked every single one of them. So that's a little concerning. And so what I'm about to do is, you know, this. So I got here 4 times and choked every single one of them. How did that not work? Oh my god, yeah, because stuff like that happened. It's over. No, he went away. Yikes. Done driving today, yes. Whew. Yeah, I am such an Indian food fanatic. I have an issue. I have too much Indian food usually. Let's see what happens. He's a smoocher. You bet. I haven't really had butter chicken. I always end up having chicken makhani, chicken korma, stuff like that. Yeah, my go-to these days is chicken makhani. I'll see if I can try butter chicken next time. I have tried sag chicken. It's made very differently between different Indian places. I love it at one place, and I don't like it at all at another one. Like the one that's closer to me. Yeah. Quillsoft, welcome. I don't know if you can hear me yet, because it sounds like you're in an advertisement. Incredibly slow spawns. Yeah, welcome. Get out of here. What? My bad. We are losing so much time here because that ruined all the spawns. The ladies did not cooperate. Bad luck. It is now time for the dreaded Stage 3. Got about a 10% chance to make it past here. Starting with stuff like that. Yep. It's not supposed to be the bad part, but that just ruined the spawns again. So I'm losing an obscene amount of time already. Because the game said so. And it's continuing. Yeah, I just lost about 5 seconds for no reason, and now it's time for the actually bad waves, where these guys are usually unhittable. Yep. Look at this. This is target Renegade. That's target Renegade. Yeah, what do you do? That's the, like, there is no correct response. Except to die. Yeah, like fruit roll-ups, that's the best. Yeah, I always call it like a tropical fruit design. Fruit roll-ups is like the best one that I've heard. Yep. Kissing them before caving their shins in. That is what we're doing here. And in the endgame, all we're doing is kissing. Ideally. That was unfortunate. Get out of here. Wow. That footwork. They cooperated. Goodbye. She did not. Did I? I'm so bad at this game. Whoa! This footwork right now by these ladies. It is now time, once again, for the dreaded Stage 3. I've got about a 10% chance to make it past here. Nope. 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 Game said no. Decent spawns, but terrible behavior. Now it's time for the actually bad waves, where these guys are usually unhittable. Yeah, this is god-awful so far. Now it's time for Hell Wave number 2. This one's even more less likely to go well. We're very far behind where I want to be. But let's keep going. Let's see if the Stage 3 boss lets me through. This is just a practice run. PB here would be kind of tragic, because this run is so bad. We do technically still have a chance, I think. Let's just try to have some fun. Goodbye. Goodbye. Time for the knife guys. Let's see if they cooperate and we can get some despawns. They half cooperated and half just behaved the worst I've ever seen. Goodbye. Absolutely tragic. Yeah, we're about 15 seconds behind where I want to be. Lady Ow, let's dance. Yeah, it's very target Renegade, isn't it? It's now time for the hardest level to do quickly, the park. Terrible. And we're definitely dying here. At least in the next level, if not now. That's, I got hit by an imaginary skateboard. That run was god-awful anyway. That's okay. Yeah, the boss fights are incredible after JKL adjusted things. Goodbye. That's very rare. The spawns were so slow that it caused that to happen. These are the slowest spawns I've ever seen, actually. It just happened 2 runs in a row. I did not know it was possible to get people to spawn that slowly. That's ridiculously bad luck. He no-selled a few kickies there. Kissies, I mean. Goodbye. Everybody's gone. Game said no. Good dodges. Very slow spawns. Whatever. He did the thing, but I was able to hit him. Sub 120, somehow. Well done, kid. Alright, sounds good, man. Always appreciate you stopping by. Hope the noms are good. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Maybe we're still okay? Yes, we are. Okay. Get out of here. Yep. And she's gone. I really biffed that up. Whatever. Well, no reason to be nervous about this run. If it goes well after here, because I just made a terrible mistake. It is now time for the dreaded Stage 3. Got about a 10% chance to make it past here without losing 20 plus seconds. Especially because I stink. And because now this is happening. I'm so bad at not doing the flying kick. Now it's time for the actually bad waves, where these guys are usually unhittable. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Very bad. Let's keep going. Hell wave number 2. Even less likely for things to go well here. Alright, let's try and keep going here. Bad Stage 3. Will the boss let us through? My fault. One hit away. Lost about 5 seconds to that one kick. Very nice. Well done. Game said no. When it decides that you can't hit people for 10 seconds, there's nothing you can do. Just like that. Oh my gosh, Ice, I missed that sub. I'm so sorry. I need to turn on my freaking sound. What's up, Mr. Exister? I've been forgetting that a lot lately. I've been forgetting to turn on my computer sound. Because now that I'm on console, I can just hear the TV, and it makes me feel like everything's already in set. Hello? Unkind behavior by the game. What else is new? Oh, these spawns are so slow. Worked out well. $117. Goodbye. Get out of here. That was unfortunate. All right. Unfortunate. Bad luck in that stage. It is now time for the dreaded Stage 3. Got about a 10% chance of making it past here without losing a ton of time. Terrible spawns. Absolutely dreadful. Very, very slow. At least they cooperated, but now it's time for the Hell Waves. With weapons on the screen, these guys are rarely hittable. Just like that. Yep. And they're gone. Game said no. That's Stage 3. Doing its thing. That's very standard. That's what we expect. The game doesn't usually work in that stage. Terrible start. All right. Not good. Yeah, bad stage in just about every way. Including the boss doing his weird... And the game just decided that I wasn't pressing A when I was pressing A while trying to scroll through that text. So this run is slow in just about every conceivable way so far. And then none of them cooperated. Target Renegade. That was a very slow spawn. Oh my. Good thing I missed that, actually. Another pretty horrible stage. Zyzie! Thank you so much. There's no defense. This game has no defense against getting subbed on. There is no way that it can claim a victory over that. That is... what a move by Zyzie. Thank you so much for the 14-month sub. My goodness, I appreciate it. I hope you are having a good one. Let's continue this run. Even though that just happened. Because Renegade just got subbed on. Target Renegade, I should say. If the ladies misbehave, then that's another story. $212. Oh, yikes. Good day? Heck yes. Nothing spectacular has happened in run-wise so far today. And he was invincible again. But we're getting to stage 3. This time it's on very slow pace, but hey, if we finally get a perfect stage 3 here, you never know what could happen from there. But we've got about a 10% chance to make it past here. This is the dreaded stage 3. Good start. And now it's time for the Hell Waves. With the weapon on the screen, these guys are very rare to be hittable. There's Hell Wave number 1. Now it's time for Hell Wave number 2. This one is less likely to go well. Here we go. Lots of kissies. It was a perfect stage, mostly. Will the boss let us through, though? Okay. Stage 4 can go fine, and it can go terribly, even though it's supposed to be more consistent. Let's see what it does this time. But Target Renegade has been subbed on in this run, so let's see if that's the glory that we've been needing. Good first wave. Alright, knife guys. Let's see if we can get the good behavior and the despawns. Wow. That guy was on it. Alright. Let's try some smoochies here. Let's see if these guys cooperate. They usually don't for me. Where were you when everything was coming apart? That was a horrible, horrible spawn. That just cost me like 4 seconds. He took so long to come out, and I don't know why. Lady Owl, let's dance. She's activated! Barely saved time there, unfortunately. It is now time for the hardest stage to do quickly, the park. Let's see what happens here. What is going on? How did I get so many extra spawns? I got 2 extra spawns there. Very, very, very bad. Not really a chance at PB here. What? Run's dead. I couldn't get that off the screen. I didn't move low enough. I didn't move low enough to throw the trash can around the bench. It looked like I was way lower than the bench, but it still got caught on the bench because Target Renegade. Unfortunately, even though Target Renegade got absolutely destroyed by getting subbed on, I myself was unable to destroy it during the same run. But we did our best. May not be beating my best right now, but I am doing my best, and that counts for something. It's nice to be putting myself in positions in life where I'm trying my best. Goodbye, goodbye. Extra spawns. Whatever. Let's continue. Bad behavior. What was that sound? Alright. Get out of here. Hello? Bad spawns. Not good. She didn't cooperate. I could have kept going, but the pace was already slow. It's tough to justify taking that. Really? Nice invincibility. Nice invincibility. What? Whatever. That was really weird. He was impervious to my smooch all of a sudden. All right. Well done, kid. Ow, my face. Uh-oh, slow spawns. Get out of here. Bad behavior by the ladies. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's just keep going for now. What are they doing? Sometimes they just all refuse to cooperate. I support ladies doing whatever they want. Even if it is inconvenient to me. It is now time for the dreaded Stage 3. Got about a 10% chance to make it past here without losing 20 or more seconds. Very, very good first wave there. Good spawns. But now it's time for the hell waves. With the weapon on screen, these guys are rarely hittable. There it is. Got past it, though. Now it's time for Hell Wave number 2, even less likely to go well. Heh. Hello. That is how I feel when I play this game. Alright. It's good to see you, Penguin. Let's see if the third boss lets us through. Not really. Terrible. Third boss cost us a lot, but we got through. Let's see if stage 4 lets us through. Let's try to play the game and have some fun, if it lets us. No way. And I suck. My bad. Let's see if the knife guys cooperate and we can get some despawns. Very good. Alright. Now these guys rarely cooperate. Let's see what happens. Goodbye. Okay. Alright, Lady Ow. Let's dance. Okay. Alright, everybody. It is time for the park. The hardest stage to do quickly. Let's go. Disaster. Disaster. Absolute disaster. And it's getting worse. He's gone. He had one hit on him the entire time. That was even worse than last park, and we have no health now. Run's dead, unfortunately. And I failed to scroll the screen, so I lost more time for no reason. And he's gone. We're about 10 seconds behind where I want to be, at least. Absolute tragedy. She was activated. Could have saved 10 seconds there. We lost 6. Just absolutely god-awful. Let's try and have some fun. See if the game kills us here. It's very likely to go Super Saiyan. I forgot I was supposed to wait to kill the first guy there. My bad. No knife guys, no despawns. Bad, bad, bad luck. Yep. And perfect behavior there. And there's a knife guy just to lose me health at the very... This run is dead in every conceivable way. And perfect positioning. 20 seconds behind. I'm 1 hit away from dead. Yep. Let's just try and practice the ending. Like, I'm gonna nail it this time because the run is so bad. And it's getting worse. It's getting worse by the moment. Like, I'm guaranteed to nail it. This game is so good. Did you see how many times I picked that up and the game didn't said I didn't? Oh, he's gone. What just happened? Jugger, game went Super Saiyan. I got Kunio'd. You kind of, yeah. Allegedly, you kind of can. Let's just try to finish a run here. Goodbye. I literally had 0 pixels of health left, and the game just let me finish. Thank you so much, Hero, for the GGs. 10:45 was a previous world record. Okay. No cooperation from the hitboxes there. Yeah, we got a run done. We didn't finish any yesterday. That jump kick is not behaving for me right now. Oh my. Whoa! 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 Godlike footwork. He just cost me 3 seconds on his own. Not good. Let's persevere. Get out of here. Yo, dude. What's up, game? Goodbye. Slow start. It is now time for the dreaded Stage 3. Got about a 10% chance of making it past here without losing tons of time. And killing the run. Good last spawn there. Now it's time for the Hell Waves. With the weapon on the screen, the Bat Boys are only sometimes hittable. As you can see, and he's gone. That's it. It's over. Yep. That's Stage 3. That's what we expect. Goodbye. He came back. That's really rare. Nice wave. Good time here. 117. You can easily get demolished by the game in an instant. Pretty terrible. Get out of here. Unbelievable. Horrendous start to this stage. As I said, the game can demolish good paces in an instant, and it absolutely has in this run. Kunio games. That's what they're all about. Yeah, just a god-awful behavior by every single lady in this stage. It's... None of them cooperated. And the bikers. Nothing I could do. 7 seconds of pure luck time loss. Now it's time for the dreaded Stage 3. Got about a 10% chance of making it past here. Nice. That's gonna delay the spawns. Goodbye. 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 Oh my god. I don't know why I'm continuing this run. It's basically already dead. Let's just see if we get through Hell Wave number 2. Oh my goodness. What behavior was that? And he's unhittable. We are 10 seconds behind where I need to be. Let's see if the third boss lets us through. We are already losing time compared to our best. And we are losing time on the stage overall, where we could have saved 8 seconds. Let's just try to have some fun. See if the game lets us play it. Not really. Let's see what the knife guys do. Nice. Goodbye. All right, Lady Ow. Let's dance. Okay. It is now time for the most difficult stage to do quickly, the park. Here we go again. Finally got the start. It's my best start ever. Wave 2. Horrendous wave 2. I've never gotten 2 good waves in a row in the park. Dink. A jump kick and a smoochie. It's the only time you see these enemies. Okay. Lady Ow, let's dance again. Let's see if the game goes Super Saiyan in stage 6. I'm gonna wait for a moment here, because that's what I was hoping for. That's what Mikey said I should try to do. Because this might give me a despawn. Except this is happening anyway. Because that's what they do. That's what I wanted. I don't know if it gave me a despawn, though. They're going Super Saiyan. What are you doing? We got a lot of knife guys, but I don't think I got any value from it with them despawning anybody. And I lost a crap ton of health. I actually had a ton of health coming into this stage. Oh my goodness. Ridiculous. Gotta be perfect here. What? That hit me. He's gone. PB is now dead, unfortunately. My real PB is 1019. Goodbye. Can't get over there fast enough. I keep getting hit by nothing. Yeah, no PB here. Once again. Let's just play it safe here. Sub 1030. Okay. Now that I'm seeing how hard it is to beat my PB, those chokes in the endgame are starting to sting a little bit more. Yesterday. I guess I'm capable of finishing runs, but only if I'm not on PB pace. Don't know how much longer I'll go today. I might want to relax for the rest of my evening. We'll see. Let's give it some more attempts, though. Thank you, hero. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. That happened. So that happened. Goodbye. Goodbye. Pretty awful. Yo, dude. Goodbye. Pretty weird stage. Right to the music. Well done, kid. Everybody's gone. Horrendous start. Game's not cooperating in this run so far. We just lost about 4 seconds. Oh my. What's down there, ma'am? She's gone. Just an absolute beeline. She had places to be. She had enough of this crap. That's the second time I've seen that. So I guess it's a consistent AI behavior with if a certain thing happens. I missed the sweep. What? Impervious to smoochies again. Well done, kid. Uh-oh, slow spawns. Get out of here. They're all over the place. I messed up. I went early. I keep thinking I've lost floating state every time I get knocked down. It's like, oh, my attacks are gonna be weaker now. Okay. It is now time once again for the dreaded level 3. Got about a 10% chance to make it past here. Not good spawns here. No bat boys. Alright, speaking of bat boys, it's time for the hell waves. When there's a weapon here, they're rarely hittable. There it is, and he's gone. We just lost an unbelievable amount of time. Nothing I could do. That's stage 3. We got the unbelievably delayed spawn there. Nothing I could do. Wee! 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 Oh my god, they threw a punch! There's another one. Oh my god, they got me. Oh, wow. Truly, these are the best fighters in the city. The most aggressive fighters in the city. These are real biker dudes right here. Oh my gosh, that was 2 hits. So aggressive. Mikey's here. That's so weird. I remember Bret Hart as someone who wouldn't back down from a match. Well, you see, when he multiplies, it affects his, like, there's a hive mind thing going on, and it really kind of messes with things. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. I finished 2 runs today. This is the opposite, so far, of yesterday's session. I've actually finished 2 runs, but neither of them were on PB pace heading into the endgame. Which is so freaking fitting. Let's just continue. God-awful behavior. Thank you so much for the good luck. Yeah, I got a 1045 and a 1029. I had a perfect first wave of the park in the 1029, but then the second wave wasn't very good. I've still never gotten the perfect beginning to the second wave in a run. Unfortunate behavior there. We got great spawns, but they didn't cooperate. Okay. Short hair Shawn Michaels. Sure, let's keep going. Yeah, Goldberg would fit. Bret Hart frickin' hates Goldberg. Slow spawns. Goodbye. That's the first time I've seen the game say hit and run. Granted, I'm usually paying attention to other things. Yeah. Yeah, Bret Hart doesn't usually forgive. Wrestling is a tough business. Sometimes you get out of there with lots of hard feelings. Bret Hart feelings. I hope this isn't PB. Very slow pace so far. Can't believe that worked. Goodbye. That was a great juke by her. I was going for her. Nice invincibility. Another slow start. It is now time for the dreaded Stage 3. Got about a 10% chance to make it past here. Just gotta get runs to Stage 3 and then see what happens. Bad start there. Okay. Time for the Hell Waves. With a weapon on the screen, the Bat Boys are rarely hittable. Alright. It is time for Hell Wave number 2. The game is less likely to cooperate here. Alright. Will the boss cooperate? Will it let us through? What's up, Dugnacious? That was a pretty good Stage 3. Now it's time for the rest of the game. Let's try and have some fun, if the game lets us play it. Stage 4 can absolutely deny us. My bad. Alright, will the knife guys cooperate and give us some despawns? Alright. Alright, these guys often lose us time. Like that. This is a terrible start. This is unbelievable. Just god-awful. As I said, they often don't cooperate. Lady Owl, let's dance. Lost about 5 seconds just to the blonde guys. Hate to see it. It is now time for the hardest stage to do quickly, the park. Let's give it a shot. What? Okay, okay, fine. Dink. Game's not cooperating. Game's not cooperating. Nothing I can do. The game is saying no after we got a decent start. Let's just go. Let us dance once again with Lady Ow. I did my best. She was so activated. Well, no reason to be nervous about this run. Let's wait to kill this guy. Because of that. Still not great. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness! Whatever, they were absolutely god mode with their footwork. Let's just try to continue. Oh my goodness. Here we go. It's mostly up to me from here on out. Not a great run here. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't perform under pressure. I can't. Five in a row. Five PB paces in a row. That was borderline PB pace, but still. 5 in a row that I've choked at the end game. Yep, the blonde boys love to hang out right against a wall where the game decides that you cannot do any inputs. Good wave there. All right. Well done, kid. That was a bad spawn. Get out of here. Goodbye. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The ladies have been God mode today. That was a good stage. That one lady cost me about 4 seconds. It is now time for the dreaded stage 3. I almost said 4. Got about a 10% chance to make it past here. Goodbye. Now it's time for the Hell Waves. With the weapon on the screen, these guys are rarely hittable. Alright. Time for Hell Wave number 2. Less likely to go well. Game said no. Lost some time there, but let's see if the third boss lets us through. The answer is no. Bad shape here. Very bad shape. Let's just try to play and have some fun. If the game lets us play. How did that miss? Alright, let's see if the knife guys cooperate and we can get some despawns. Oh my. And that caused the knife to not spawn. So this is happening now. That's me and Target Renegade. Classic. Amazing. That was a man in love with a wall. I feel like watching him do that, I was invading on something very, very private. But he's the one doing it out in public, so I guess whatever. What a move! What? The man impervious to smoochies once again. Where are you? Not a bad stage execution-wise, we just didn't get any luck. Right to the music. Get out of here. Oh my god, I suck so much. At least I haven't done that in like an hour. It's so frustrating every single time I do the accidental flying kick. Alright. It is now time for the dreaded Stage 3. We've got about a 10% chance to make it past here. Okay. Good first wave, but now it's time for the Hell Waves. With weapons on the screen, the Bat Boys are rarely hittable. Oh no. I got a slow spawn there, which saved me. Now time for Hell Wave number 2. This is less likely to go well. One enemy away. Game said no. That's stage 3. That's why it's a 10% chance. Every single one of those interactions that could happen. Which makes it hellaciously unlikely for it to not happen at some point during an attempt. That is what Target Renegade speedruns have now become. Nice. We'll see. I may just cash in my 1019 with the hideous time losses and just get out of here for now. It really sting after the 5 PB chokes, but sometimes that's life. That was a horribly slow spawn. I'm continuing, but I probably shouldn't. See what happens in this wave. I need this wave to go, like, really, really well. Kind of above average. That last jump kick was unfortunate, with it just deciding to not give me the 2 hits. You never know what can happen if you just accept these paces and persevere. You could get horrible spawns. That's one thing that could happen. Still fine. It kind of helps the AI actually cooperate. Unlike that. Hello? Hello? Yeah, the ladies are just really on God mode today. Alright. It is once again time for the dreaded Stage 3. Got about a 10% chance of making it past here. On run number 650. That'll mess up all the spawns. Yep. That's not what's supposed to kill the run in Stage 3, but it has many, many times for me. There's the soft lock. Last guy just never spawned. Yeah, I may just make this a 2-hour session today, we'll see. I really technically could get world record any run, but it feels like I'm years away. It really feels impossible for me right now to even get a 5-second PB compared to the 10:19, which I lost 5 seconds on. I think on the final boss. I think the final boss refused to cooperate all of a sudden and lost me a crap ton of time, or else I would have been fine. I wouldn't have had to choke 5 more mid-10 1x times afterward if that hadn't happened. But that's life. I have chosen to do this activity, and that is a part of it. If you're somebody like me, who I went into stuff like this knowing that I'm bad under pressure, like blame is a strong word, because I don't see speedrunning like that. But I have no one to blame but myself when stuff like this happens. I went into this knowingly. I started this game knowing that it was going to be a Kunio game, which resists being speedrun in every single possible way. What? I can't get through stage 1. He was impervious to the smoochies. Wow. There's... Oh, he actually showed up. No soft lock. We were like a frame away from the soft lock, and instead, this could potentially have a chance to be world record. It's amazing how stuff like that can happen. Except now we have spawns like this happening. Terrible final wave. Not a good stage. Lots of slow starts today, but it is what it is. Well done, kid. Get out of here. No way. So that's something that Mikey said he's only seen once before. It just happened to me twice in 2 sessions. That completely ruined our pace, which was already not very good. And now this is happening. The ladies have just been absolute god mode. It's just been ridiculous. I'm saying it every single run because they just can't stop losing me time. What just happened? How did he move right? How did he get punched to the right? I think the game has had enough of me for this session. That guy just never spawned. He had plenty of time to. Sub 120. Well done, kid. Very unfortunate I ended up all the way on the right there. I have not been getting that double kill today. Okay then. Again, once again, the ladies go in God mode. Every single time today. Unbelievable. No luck in stage 2 whatsoever. Therefore, we lost 6 seconds. It is time once again for the dreaded stage 3. Got about a 10% chance to get past here. Good first wave. We sure needed that after stage 2, but now it's time for the hell waves. With the weapon on the screen, it's unlikely to hit these guys. What were those spawns? Alright. Time for Hell Wave number 2. It's less likely for the game to cooperate here. Okay. Will the third boss let us through? Bad third boss. Let's try to play the game. Let's see if it lets us. Stage 4 can absolutely wreck me. Even though it's supposed to be more consistent. Goodbye. What's up there, buddy? Let's see if the knife guys cooperate and give us some despawns. Okay. Now for the blonde guys. Let's see if they absolutely destroy everything. Yes, they will. Yes, they sure will. Just lost about 5 seconds there, because the blonde guys just never let me have anything. She's activated. Oh my god. Oh my god! Well, run is absolutely god-awful. We could have saved 6 seconds there, we lost 4. Because stage 4 went Super Saiyan once again. Time for the hardest stage to do quickly. Terrible. He got me right at the last moment. I need to remember to not kill the knife guy when I actually get the double kill at the beginning. I got an unbelievably slow spawn there. And they're not cooperating. Run is dead. Nothing I could do. I got Kunio'd in this run, as usual. We are about 15 seconds too slow for what I want. She's just God mode. All the female characters today have been unassailable. Gotta wait for this guy this time. Because that is what we want. It can get despawns for us. Perfect positioning. No knife guys. I don't know how I missed. I don't know how he got around me there. Perfect positioning. How am I not getting despawns? We're gonna finish this run. It's gonna be another, like, 15 seconds too slow for PB. Goodbye. Good. Now I don't want to finish this run. We needed to be done with this fight about 15 seconds ago. Time for me to nail this. Or not. Of course. Three completed runs today. If I'm not on PB pace, I can finish the run. If I am on PB pace, I can't finish the run. It's very simple. It's all mental. Let's do a few more attempts. One HP in a dream. It's easy. It's easy whenever you're not on pace. A meteor could hit me, and I'd still finish the run. Like, in real life, I could be struck by an asteroid, and the game would somehow finish the run for me. If I'm on PB pace. Run number 666. This ought to be good. Will we make it past the first wave? Kind of. I very, very, very vaguely know of Donnie Darko. No double hits on the flying kicks. That is run number 666. Let's do one more run past stage 1. Last two guys said no. Nothing I could do. Good stage so far. Alright, probably the last run of the session for now. Today does not feel like it has any of that magic from yesterday. I'm not getting any paces. Get out of here. These ladies have been Super Saiyan all day long. Yep. Yep. It's just, it's automatic from them right now. They just cannot behave. Every single run. It is time, once again, for the dreaded Stage 3. It is very likely that the session will end right here. We've only got about a 10% chance to make it past here. Oh my god. Could have been better, could have been worse. Now it's time for the Hell Waves. With the weapon on the screen, it's very unlikely to hit these guys. There's Hell Wave number 1. Now it's time for Hell Wave number 2. Even less likely for things to cooperate. Good pace so far. And it's over. Game said no. Even though we finished 3 runs today, that was a by far worse session than yesterday in just about every single way, other than finishing runs. Because we didn't get any paces. We got one very, very borderline PB pace to the first Tux Guys wave. And then I immediately choked it. I am going to go ahead and raid Fire Broth. Probably back tomorrow with more of this nonsense. I am extremely discouraged, Hero. I am remarkably, hellaciously discouraged. Truly, truly discouraged. Thank you so much for the GG, Dugnacious. I really, really, really appreciate you all being here. Thank you so, so much. Yeah, I'll probably see you all tomorrow. I really, really wanted to have, like, a mid 1x, a mid 10 1x or lower by now. Because throughout my day, throughout my daily life, it's causing me a bit of psychic damage. But I've had so many chances, and here we are. But that's life, as I keep saying. That is just the way things go. Sometimes, for some people. Fire Broth doing a Big 20 full practice run. The Big 20 race is tomorrow. So I'll be watching that for sure, and then at some point probably coming back to see if we can get some better runs tomorrow. Until then, I wish all of you the best that life has to offer. Dream on, folks. Peace. Take care. Thank you so much.